Meanwhile, the son of South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, has testified at a judge-led inquiry into government corruption. The 35-year-old businessman is alleged to have been part of attempts to bribe a former deputy finance minister, Testifies Jonas, to accept a promotion to the post of finance minister. Mr. Jonas last year told the inquiry that the controversial Gupta brothers offered him 600 million South African rand at a meeting arranged by Duduzane Zuma, whose father, Jacob Zuma, was president at the time. Duduzane Zuma was a business partner of the Gupta family. The Guptas are accused of exerting undue influence over Mr. Zuma and using that influence to gain access to government contracts worth millions of dollars. The wide-scale corruption, referred to as state capture, is alleged to have happened during Mr. Zuma's presidency, crippling a number of the country's state-owned businesses. All parties deny any wrongdoing. Let's head over to our Johannesburg bureau, where Rapaleng Mosala is standing by to give us more details. Hello, Rapaleng. Thanks for joining us on the program. Before we get to the state capture inquiry, let's begin with this story we're hearing about the plane crash in the northwest province of the country. What are you hearing? What more can you tell us at this moment?
Good afternoon. What we know at the moment is that a light aircraft that was traveling from Vryburg to Pretoria yesterday crashed in Huhudi, a small village just near Vryburg. And a 30-year-old pilot was declared dead at the scene, but the passenger that he was traveling with had to be rushed to hospital. And also there were no injuries reported at the ground during the crash. And also the families of the two houses that were affected the most during the crash have been asked to vacate the house pending the removal of the wreckage. The cause of the crash is not yet known, and police have opened a case of culpable homicide.
Yeah, no, an investigation is ongoing. But is there going to be any form of compensation for, the families whose houses have been damaged?
We don't know of that yet. Hopefully such information will come up tomorrow.
All right, Rapaleng, let's switch now to the inquiry that Duduzane Zuma testified today. What would you say is the major highlight of today's proceedings?
Well, some of the highlights at today's inquiry is that the son of former President Duduzane Zuma rubbished the claims that were made by Testifies Jonas in March, in which he said that Duduzane Zuma drove him to the Gupta's house in last year, where he was offered a position as finance minister and 600 million rand on top of that. What Zuma said today was that he did drive Testifies Jonas to the Gupta's family's house, but that was of a different situation. What he said was that he drove him to the Gupta's house to try and mend relations between Testifies Jonas and Fana Hlongwane, who is also a former ANC member. He also denied allegations that Rajesh Kumar was a part of the meeting. Duduzane Zuma said that the meeting was just between him, Fana Hlongwane, and Testifies Jonas. And also, if you remember, the Gupta family did release a statement saying that there was no meeting that was held at their house. Also, Duduzane Zuma rubbished claims that he was not a part of a meeting where former Free State MEC was offered millions by the Gupta family. The inquiry is still underway, so we will see tomorrow what it holds for us.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. But just to ask this, if Duduzane is found guilty, what punishment is he likely to face?
For now, let's just say we will see when the judgment is made.
And Rapaleng Mosala, thanks so much for speaking to us. A lot to look forward to. I'm sure we'll be speaking more. Thank you.